Okay, I wanted to show my setup. This is what I have in the back. I have my little cheat sheet with my settings. I have my goggles, the patient's goggles, my smoothie snap-on adapters, a tongue depressor, ultrasound gel, some gauze, and some water, sponges, and cleanser to cleanse the patient's skin. So my patient has been numbing for about 10-15 minutes. We're gonna do her chest today. We've done her face in the past. She has had a little bit of sun on her neck and part of her chest, so I am gonna adjust my settings for that. So I'm gonna use the Forever Body BBL setting. So I'm gonna press that. It's asking me to put an adapter in. So I'm gonna put, for her, I'm gonna start with the 590 filter. I'm gonna slide that right in and it kind of clicks into place. And then I'm gonna put a smoothie adapter on there for the rectangular spot size. I'm gonna go back, press Forever Body BBL, and because she's had a little sun, I'm actually gonna increase my pulse width, which makes it a little safer, to 4. I'm gonna decrease my joules or my fluents to 4, and then I'm gonna increase my rate to 3.5, and I'm gonna leave it in standby. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the patient's goggles. My goggles have a little metal thing that goes back and forth. I like it to go upwards. So I'm gonna put those goggles on the patient. Go ahead, lift your head a smidge. Perfect. I'm also gonna hand her a Zimmer chiller fan. So I'm gonna grab that, put that in her hand. That'll blow some nice cool air. I have it set at a level 5. That'll blow some nice cold air during the procedure and keep her comfortable. I'm going to put some ultrasound gel on her skin. It's going to feel cold and wet. So cold and wet on the chest, I'm sorry. And her chest is lighter than her neck, so I'm going to start on the chest. I'm going to put my goggles on. Okay, so we've applied the gel. Patient has her Zimmer chiller. I'm going to take the laser out of standby, put it in ready mode. I'm going to do 3 or 4 pulses off of the skin just to get her used to the bright light. There is a bright light in the room, even with the goggles on. 1, 2, and 3, bright light. Then I'm going to do a couple pulses on the skin just to get her used to it. Just a couple test spots to make sure everything is good. 1, 2, 3. You ready, Gwen? How's your comfort? No problem? Okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of the chest this way. And I do want to go over a little bit of how to work with the speed of the Hero. So you want to slide the handpiece on the skin, and you want to keep up with the speed. And how you do that is you kind of can measure out how many pulses you need to get from one spot from the top to the bottom, and you can count them out. So you want to be about 10% overlap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's about 10 or 7 pulses from the top to the bottom. So I'm at, my counter says 29. So if I start at 29 plus 7, I should be at about 36 to go from here to here. So let's see. So I am exactly 36. So my rate at 3.5, if I am traveling at that speed, is appropriate. And that's a nice way to test out if you're moving fast enough. So I'm going to do 1 full pass up and down, and then I like to switch my hand to hold the handpiece kind of backwards like this, and I like to go back and forth. And you don't want to hold it like this because the cord will hit the patient in the face. You don't want to do that, right? So we're going to go back and forth this direction a little bit. How's it feel on the center part where your skin's a little darker? Any problems? So I don't see any issues here either. So that's about the same color as her neck. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it at this setting, which is 590, and do the neck. I like lots and lots of gel on the skin, so I'm gonna put a little extra gel. Start at the top. I like going from the top down, and we're just sliding on the skin like that. I don't go side to side on the neck because it's just, I find it's a little too difficult, but you can go up and down pretty easily. So I'll do a couple passes at this setting, and then I'm going to do a little bit more on the chest while I wash the skin at this setting before I decide I'm going to increase it on the neck. I'm looking at her chest to see how the reaction is, and I would like to use just a slightly higher energy. So I'm going to take my pulse width down to 3, and I'm going to put my fluence up to 5, and I'm going to do another pass on her chest. How's that feel?
Good.
No problem. And then I'm going to go that other direction. That way you're cross-hatching and you're getting good coverage. So I'm going to take a peek, see how it looks. I think it looks fine, and I'm going to switch my filters to a slightly more aggressive filter. So I'm going to put it in standby, take out the 590 filter, I'm going to bump it up to the 560 filter, press my BBL body setting. I'm going to start again at a pulse width of 4 and a joule of 4. And I repeat what I did with the first couple passes. The other thing that is a nice technique is to give the patient a little rub in between each pass. It just feels nice and kind of makes them a little more comfortable. On purpose going over this part in the center where it's just a little darker so I can keep an eye on it, and that'll help me decide what settings I want to use on her neck. So I think these look fine. I'm going to do a little bit, bump my energy up for the lighter parts of her skin here. So I'm going to do a 5 and a 3. I am here going to start to avoid this part in the center just a little bit because I want to be cautious in that area. Okay, go ahead and pause it, Felicia. So I've decided to go ahead and treat her neck with the 560. She's not having any problems, she's not having any reaction, it looks fine. So I'm going to be a little conservative with the 560. I did the pulse width at 4 and the joules at 4, and I'm going to do a pass on her neck at that setting. And I'll do 1 or 2 passes here, and then I'm going to let it marinate for a little bit and watch it. She did share with me that she likes the little rub on her skin between some of the passes, that she said that made it feel a little more comfortable. So we're going to keep an eye on that. It does look like she's got some color coming up here. So I'm gonna let that be for a few minutes. I'm gonna actually put the 515 filter in for this area where she's pale and do a couple more passes there. All right, so I have the 515 in. I increased my pulse width to 4 to make it a little more conservative and left my jewel at 5, and I'm gonna do a couple more passes, really just in this area where she hasn't had sun with this 515. That spot in the center. And then we'll take a look. And I think I can decrease my pulse width. I'll do one final pass with the 515. After I do these larger passes, I like to put my single spot adapter on and sometimes do a little bit of extra love on if I see any little cherry angiomas. I can use the 560 filter, or if I see some brown spots that I really want to get, I can use the 515 filter and go after that. So I'm gonna switch to a smaller spot size. She's got some little kind of red spots here and here that I can get with that. So I'm gonna put that on.
Ready, set, go.
So I put my 560 filter in, and I put the 7mm spot, which is the smaller spot size. On my machine, I'm gonna go to manual mode, and I'm gonna put my jewels at about 18 to start. And I'm going to put my pulse width at about 15 to start, my temperature up to 20. I'm going to take it off of standby, and I got it. I'm going to put a light on these. I just find they're a little easier to see if I put the light on them. And I'm going to go after this little guy right here, 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know if you can catch that on film, how it turned kind of purpley-ish. So that looks like that's a good setting for that guy. I like to sometimes take a second and then go back to some of these. I hit them and then I go back to them. And these are just some of her little reds. You do want to be careful. I'm not going to do any spot treatment on her tan skin, only where she's pale. She's got one here. Can you see that on film, Felicia? How it's turning. Okay, so that looks good. So I've spot treated some of her reds. I am not going to spot treat her browns at this time. You have to be very careful spot treating browns on the chest area because it does hypopigment pretty easily. I have my 515 filter in. I put my smoothie adapter back on, and I'm going to just do one more slightly more aggressive pass just where she is pale on the chest to give her a little extra love. How's that feel? Not too bad? Not too bad. Let me go this way one time, down at the bottom here. And I'll just skip that spot. Okay, so I want to take a look at her skin. I'm at 500 pulses total. The spots are coming up. She's having a nice reaction. It's not too red. Some of her brown spots are getting a little darker and kind of talking to us, and that is exactly what I want. And I think she is good to go. I will clean her up. I'll put sunblock on her, and these spots will continue to get darker this evening and tomorrow. The healing time for the chest and neck can be 2 to 3 weeks, up to a month. so a little bit longer than the face. All she really needs to do for home care is wear sunblock. Now,
Go.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so since you know, I went up to 560 on her neck, but I want to give her just a little extra love and work on a little skin tightening in this area. It is safe to do skin tight on darker skin types. I put in my 695 skin tight filter. I'm going to press the skin tight button on my machine. I'm going to say skin tight motion. My favorite settings to start for skin tight are 14, 12, and 30. I have taken away the chiller fan because I want the skin to get nice and warm. This should feel like a hot stone massage. It should not feel burny. And I'm just gonna go up and down on the neck. Usually I do up, down, up, down, up, down 3 times, and then I move to the next area. You wanna move quickly. You don't wanna hold the handpiece in one spot. So here we go. How's it feel? Fine. So you do want to communicate with your patient when you're doing that, because sometimes over bony areas it can get a little spicy. But usually most people tell me it feels pretty good. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm moving fairly quickly to not hold it in one space. Definitely faster than just regular BBL Hero. Usually I like to just do this for 2 minutes or so at the end of the treatment. Every time the machine is making a beep is 12 seconds. So if you want to count up 2 minutes, or you can just kind of keep sort of track, but I think it gives the skin a nice plumpness at the end of the treatment. This is infrared heat. And it definitely tightens things up a little bit. Just a little extra treat. Who doesn't like a nice tight neck, right? And there you go. There's her BBL treatment.